Welcome back to Roots of Heaven. This is session 18 entitled Shadows of Madness. Last session, the group interacted with an individual after defeating Lamia, who allowed them passage through one of two doors. They elected to take the safer route. After taking a long rest, they went through that door, entered into an area known as the Shadows of Madness, and kind of have gleaned a bit more about how the crypt is laid out, in that it seems to be parsed in segments, and these segments have rad death metal cover album names, like Shadows of Madness, or the last one was Halls of Hellfire, and they are attempting to kind of find their way through this space. They just fought a bunch of phase fighters, which were very, very much craving magical caster types, such as Terry, Aveline, and I believe Namalia. But they died. There were also some gas that were there that were trying to do some evil stuff. They were also killed pretty horrendously. That said, they maneuvered around a bit, and they found some weird hallways, some strange rooms with twisting ceilings and warping hallways. And one such warping hallway seemed to be like a vertigo sensation. And as they kind of maneuvered around to the other side of that hallway, what appears to be an after effect or image, some sort of duplicate of Belroth, has slammed into the wall as if this image has fallen down the hallway into the wall. Okay, and that's where we left off. You did also note that in the passageway behind you, there was a larger room. There were some ogres kind of sitting around in that room, devouring what appeared to have been a small family of humans. But yeah, leading you to it. The door ahead of you appears to be locked. It does look like the lock mechanism is not too unlike the doors that were on the serpent's chamber. So a normal kind of door and locking mechanism. Do you wish to progress through that door, or go and deal with the ogres? Or go through the door that you passed up to the top? It does look like the footprints that you were trailing do head through that door, but that's it. Of course, it's your choice.
Um, I would probably follow the footprint. Would make
Okay.
the most sense. Like not picking fights after we've like almost died in this place.
Okay. Yeah, when you kind of walk towards the body, it appears to be very real too, as you're kind of looking past that to the footprints that kind of continue onto that door. The
Hey,
body,
John.
yeah,
John, can you point out where the body is on the map or where
um,
we saw it?
kind of like right there.
Ah, would Namalia, Aveline, and Jay been able to see that from
Yeah,
over here?
everybody sees that body and the splatting. Yep.
Namalia kind of suspects that it could be some kind of illusion. Uh, she'll kind of say to Balroth, "Hey, Balroth, why don't you poke it with a sword or something?" I I wonder if
Bal-
it's real.
Balroth literally kicks his dead body with his own foot. He just like it taps it.
It's real, tangible, physical, present.
Weird. Okay. He steps over it.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Anyone else have anything they want to do with the corpse?
Such a weird question.
Yeah. I mean, I assume it won't be too graphic.
Oh, Lord. Wait. Belroth will look for weapons on the body.
Everything you have on your person is on that corpse.
Yes! Hell yeah. Let's loot my dead body, guys.
Sure. If you want to double your inventory, you certainly can.
Hell yeah.
Well, at least the money.
Right?
This seems bad.
I mean, I wouldn't say it seems good.
I'm used to doubles walking around.
Yeah, but like
True.
yours are walking around.
Oh
This
my
one's
God,
like
Belroth
very
is just like,
clearly
wait.
not, right?
Belroth just had an existential crisis because, like, did Aveline actually say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So he's just like, wait a minute. Do I have doubles?
Terry says, "You did, didn't it? You did have doubles, you did,
Balroth,
didn't it?"
is there something you'd like to tell us?
What?
Are you also a construct like our friend Aveline?
He would just
Aveline.
look at Aveline and be like, how do I tell?
She just like pinches them on the arm. No. He's real.
Okay.
I guess we could always ask it questions.
No, it's
Is
dead.
it alive?
We could try a
He
poke
can
it.
talk to dead people, can't he?
Okay. Are you casting Speak with Dead?
Yeah.
It seems to functionally come back to sentience. You have questions that you can answer or ask it. I believe it's a total of 3. Is it right?
5.
5. Okay.
Anything we want to ask it, or should I just go ahead?
Balroth is just like, yeah, you go. You get to do what?
So, start with the obvious. How did you get here?
Magpie, answer the question as if you'd been asked it as Belroth.
I walked down the hall.
Fuck.
The corpse says, as Belroth was thinking the exact same thing.
Hello.
What's the last thing you remember? Oh, you want to
Me?
do quick catch up?
Okay,
sorry.
quick catch up.
Not
I'm
you,
talking. I'm talking to a corpse, Chris.
Oh,
The corpse is Belroth.
Yes.
Oh, poor Chris.
What did I miss? Nothing. We're right where we left off last time.
20
I
minutes
was 5 minutes late.
We're right where we left off.
Okay. I got kind of dizzy. Wait, what was the question again?
It's the last thing you remember.
I got a little dizzy,
Hmm.
and that's it.
Can you ask it how it died?
Do you know how you died?
You do. I mean, I think you should be able to figure this out, right, Magpie?
Was there? I think I hit this wall. There it is.
There's some temporal fuckery occurring.
Is the corpse able to talk like independently, or is it just answering questions?
It only answers questions.
You can only
Okay.
answer questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that 3 or 4?
So far
3.
for 3.
3. How did you leave the rest of the group?
Exact same way that happened.
I went to check out this hallway after the gooey room, and now I'm here.
One question left. I'm tempted to make an inquiry about the gooey room. Unless someone has a better suggestion.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, gooey room time.
What's the gooey room?
Oh.
Both Belroths answer at the same time. Hell, so does your shadow if you want to just make it even funnier.
Right? Just everyone is just like, oh,
It's over there. It's over.
It's back over there. There was some sort of zombies or something. The ceiling, it pulsed. No, don't go in there.
It falls dead.
Bonus question: can undead puke? Can a dead man puke?
I assume it would be a part if it's a fresh corpse. I mean, I'm
Oh my
assuming.
God.
I'm assuming in the next couple minutes. I mean, it's gonna void its bowels. I mean, like.
Oh,
No, Belroth.
If you hang around
No.
here, you are going to see like the less pretty aspects of death if you want to hang around a corpse.
I don't think I want to see Belroth shit his pants.
Belroth does not want to see Belroth shit his pants.
Time to go.
Just step on over that corpse.
Yeah.
So I guess Namalia would kind of try to put it all together. It sounds like there was a moment in that hallway where you almost became victim to some kind of trap. Something strange happened, and we got to see what could have been your end. I'm sorry for this Belroth that has passed on. Would anyone like to say a quick word before we move on?
At that moment, Sen, the typical kind of plucky Elizabethan kind of way, says, "I got it!" And turns around and looks over their shoulder, and you can see that they've unlocked the door.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but Belroth is just like, I mean, anybody want a sword? Like, literally just looted his own body. He's not too concerned. Does that mean, hold on, that I now have
Double of everything you have in your inventory.
Dual
two
wield.
vicious great axes?
Correct.
Honey, can you carry that much?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's Chris, you're muted.
I've got a bag of holding you can put your things in.
All right.
I have
Well-
a more trustworthy bag of holding you can put your things
Yes. So yeah, he'll just put his double stuff in that bag of holding. So like, I mean, they can sell that shit. Like adamantine plate armor,
Yeah.
vicious great sword, great axe, or whatever.
It's an insane amount of gear. Correct. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna buy a new car, a new car, a new car.
Decals for the motorcycle.
Do you wish to open the door and move through it, or do you want to backtrack to the ogres, or door it is? Okay, door's been
Door.
unlocked by Sen. Upon opening the door, on the far side, you can see another one of the gates. It looks like on the left side of the room and on the right side of the room, there are mirrors that have been hung up. Mirrors are framed with what appear to be kind of demonic-looking carvings of kind of ebony wood. And they all kind of have the same kind of motif, just a yawning mouth where the mirror is located. But you can see the frames without like seeing too much about anything. But there's a total of 3 mirrors on the left side, 3 mirrors on the right side.
I don't like it. Belroth will be like, Namalia, there's creepy mirrors in here.
Does Namalia's knowledge of religion or arcana tell her anything about this junk?
You're kind of looking at it sidelong and from a distance, so you can't really see too much about the details. You'd have to kind of get closer to inspect if you want to.
I'm walking very slowly.
Okay. And are you?
Belroth will go behind her, but
And
like he doesn't want to get in the mirror.
Namalia, you're looking into the mirrors to kind of examine them, right?
I'm trying to avoid looking directly into the reflective surface and trying to look more at the frame.
Okay.
Belroth has a throwing axe out. He's
Okay.
never actually used it before, but he does have it.
That makes sense. I would say make a charisma saving throw, Namalia.
Oh no. Oh no. Why? Yay.
As you're kind of looking at the mirrors, you're not really wanting to look into the mirrors or anything, but you see that there is one in the middle on the left side. And you kind of just feel your eyes kind of lean into it just for a second. And that second, you feel it lock, and you feel like you and the image are the same. But it's kind of like a momentary issue where you realize that it has agency, and so do you. And you can feel it kind of pulling towards your soul, and you kind of close your eyes and kind of pull your eyes away, not looking at the mirror anymore. It doesn't seem like the 2 mirrors on the other side have the same kind of issue.
Do I notice her like doing anything weird during that?
Do you kind of want to inspect it thoroughly by kind of looking at the mirror and looking at her as she's doing that?
No, like I'm dead ass watching Namalia, and if she starts acting weird, I'm throwing my axe at the mirror.
Okay. She does appear to be acting strangely. You throw your axe at the mirror, it bounces off of it, as if the mirror doesn't appear to be made out of glass.
There's something inside this mirror, something supernatural. And apparently
When Namalia says that, I am just gonna start playing a quiet little counter charm.
Okay.
But you can continue.
is there a door here?
There's a portal, so it's a similar kind of gateway that you'd have to speak the activation word to move through.
Okay. Can I get away with making like a druid craft onto the mirror and have it be like a frost that kind of obscures it a little bit?
Doesn't seem to hold. It very, very quickly just does not persist. It seems to just kind of slip off without issue.
Amalia will like hold out her arms and stand in front of it and be like, try not to look at it. There's something weird in there. Can somebody get that portal open?
Can Belroth go steal his clothes from his dead body and put them over the mirror?
Yeah, you can try. In doing so, though, you're going to eventually look at the mirror because you have to hang it on the mirror. So go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
All right.
I'm gonna move to keep Belroth in the aura, obviously, so it's with advantage at least.
Well, no, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
All right.
Oh, it's not being charmed or fright.
Right. Belroth,
Sorry.
you kind of stare down, into the mirror, and similarly, it's like there's a bit of agency kind of present in whatever's looking back at you. You steel yourself against it and move your eyes away. All right. and you managed to hang your clothing over it. So it definitely took some effort. But you managed to kind of get your shirt over the top of it, and it's now just hanging over it. It looks goofy.
Oh,
It looks goofy, but you can't see the mirror surface anymore.
I just left my naked, dead, broken body in the
Yeah,
In a hallway.
there's nothing left of the imagination for the rest of the party.
Just realized that.
Yep, you made choices really, really quickly, and that's okay.
Surprise!
I mean, I would assume shortly after, like as you're kind of doing that, it takes some time. You do hear kind of a strange kind of sound from behind you as the corpse's bowels are voided, and it's just a mess of
God damn it.
naked, dead,
I'm not cleaning that up.
smelly,
I have
splattered.
He
bells.
just closes the door behind them.
It'll be okay.
That's fair. But yeah, what are we doing about the gate?
We know the magic word for this one. That lady told us, didn't she?
Told one of us.
Oh no. Sen is the one that remembers these things.
Well, Sen is technically present, and so
Oh,
am
that's
I.
right.
And they have said it openly and availably. I don't know if anybody took note of that. From the sounds of it, no.
Sen is the one that remembers these things.
All right. Well, since Elizabeth is watching, but is probably busy, if you can type out what the word, no, that's not going to work. Good try. The black sword was the phrase that was given to you.
Who remembered?
That being said, when you say it, it does activate and create a opening. Looks like beyond it, you see two individuals dressed in kind of battle regalia, kind of turning and look back at you. They're at the high point of what appears to be a series of steps. They look towards you kind of menacingly and very quickly kind of brandish weaponry. Looks like they are defending their position, and you see one of them kind of look over his shoulder and yell something. But the nature of this kind of spatial difference, it sounds like he's kind of coming through muffled, and it's like his words are being drawn out. So it's kind of like a reinforce. You're not really getting what he's saying directly.
Can I charge him?
You're charging through?
Sure.
Okay.
I just watched myself die. I don't know what the
God.
fuck's going
We
on
don't
anymore.
want you to actually die.
Is this where she comes launching like at 1,000,000 miles per hour into the hallway behind us and dies again?
As you're about to pass through, you see the one on the left kind of eyes widened, and as you kind of feel the difference, like the shift from position A to position B, the one on the left yells, "The black sword! The black sword!" and the gate smashes closed behind you.
The black sword.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah, open it back up. The black sword.
It's
One
literally just gonna be a battle of who can say it fast. We're gonna break it.
You're not wrong.
Well, they can't say it if I chop out their throats, so let's do this. Belrock just wants to fight right now.
So obviously we're going in a span of order, and since you are kind of operationally acting as one individual, you can very quickly do your thing, but there's not going to be much time for plotting and planning unless you're just taking your time to do that in actual game time. Belroth, you should be able to roll initiative. You should see the map as I see it on the opposite side. And just to make this a bit easier, hold on a second here. Don't move your tokens, please. Don't worry about size differences.
She's thick.
Why is everyone so big?
That's
Harry,
the
you're
way.
just small.
You dublings.
Because he was so small.
He's a little guy.
You're just a little one.
I am just a little guy.
Okay. I'll just move it to there. Okay, everybody should be able to see, right?
Yep.
Okay, great. So just
I don't.
Oh shoot, did I go in too? Oh.
no, you did not. I'm just putting you there for you're
Oh.
obviously not looking in the room that you're in.
Cool.
Everyone's very focused on the door in the corner, I'm guessing. Okay, you said you're not able to see?
I see blackness.
Just your soul, dear. It's okay.
How about now?
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Okay, great. Oh my god, what the fuck? Get in the fucking stack. Alright. Belroth, you rolled initiative, right?
Yeah.
Great. You go first.
All right. So he charged,
Yeah.
and he has the charger thing.
Okay, so you can get an attack at the end of that charge, and then you can also take your turn.
All right. So there is the charge,
Hits.
and then he gets his turn.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
And you're hitting the
going-
one on the bottom or the top, the left or the
the
right?
bottom. And then
So-
he's going to where's my buddy? Manifest that echo. And then he is going to Belroth will attack the one on the bottom.
Okay.
And
Hit.
then there will be 2 attacks, the one on the top from the echo.
Okay. Both hits, so 18 wounds. Alright, yeah, it looks like they are pretty, cut up, but it looks like they're veteran warriors, not unlike yourself, and it looks like they are functionally ready to fight. On their initiative, you hear what sounds like movement from around the corner outside. And you see an individual dashing up to getting close with your echo. And that is when I will start attacking you with these two. You can see them kind of drop into kind of a reckless stance and bring their attacks to bear against you. Very much a kind of rageful attack. You're familiar with this kind of technique. You've seen it in numbers that you operate with. Both attacks will hit. It's going to be a total of 23 points of damage. All right. At the bottom of the initiative, those of you who are on the other side of the door closes. If you have something that you want to do and you're going to just say it right away, then do it. If you don't, then obviously yield to someone else. But if you have something that you have in your mind that you want to do, go ahead and do it. Don't ask. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, immediately I'm gonna start switching to the Song of Speed.
Okay.
Black sword.
Okay. The gate opens. And
I'm gonna jump in.
so
I'll also jump in.
there is nowhere for the two of you to do so.
Okay.
Wait, am I in there?
No.
Okay.
You said it, and then Aveline jumped in immediately. She's the only one who was able to fit. So you're on the opposite side. Nemalia, you can operationally understand, based on your experiences last time, that not much is going to be able to be done between the gate. If it was capable of having something done between the gates, the demon sisters would have killed you three, or you lot, back in Sifrit's Pass. You know that it's effectively a sight line and a pass, but if you try and throw range attacks or cast spells through it, they will be inhibited. Aveline, go ahead and select your token, roll initiative. Oh my god. Hold on a second. I know you're... Thank God. Okay, great. Cool. You hop into the fray with a bit of initiative. The second that you do, it does look like these two individuals are slightly beaten up, but not terribly wounded. Not as much as you want them to be. But yeah, if you'd like, you can go ahead and take your turn.
I'm gonna do a thunder wave.
Okay. Success. Your echo dies automatically. And success. Okay, so they'll take 3 points of damage and not move. All right. Okay. You have movement still. If you'd like to back off, you can. Or if you want to stay in the front line, you can as well. Your call.
Oh, is there room for me to back up?
I mean, you'll be jumping back into the other world. Or you can hold the front line here with Belroth. It's your call.
I'll stay.
Okay. Belroth,
Oh.
your echo is obliterated by her thunder wave.
And then, oh look, it magically reappears. So Balroth will attack the one directly in front of him with 2 attacks.
Hit.
And then his echo will attack the one in front of Aveline.
The one that you just attacked is bloodied. And
Wait, I don't think I could do 3 because I didn't I didn't do the. Okay, just 1 each. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay. So then
I can't do 3 attacks unless I'm using that special thingy.
got it. Okay, it'll go to them. The one directly next to your ally or your echo is going to attack. Yep. The guy behind him then moves forward. Actually, no, sorry. The guy that's attacking Belroth on the bottom there, and the guy who's also attacking Belroth on the top there, are both going to swing at him. Crit and crit, because reckless attack is funny. It's going to be 18 and 13, so 31 on Belroth.
I'm a changer.
This guy is going to rush backwards. That provokes an opportunity attack from both of you. Aveline, you don't currently... Oh, you have the Sun Sword. So you have weapons drawn. You can make an opportunity attack as a reaction if you'd like.
Okay.
He takes a hit. 13 damage. All right. And then from Aveline, your name.
Oh, sorry, gotta.
It's okay. 14 will hit. Damage. Click the word Sunblade in the chat there. Yeah. So... He's very messed up as he bolts away, but he does manage to get around the corner. And then that clears up the movement for his ally. It would be... So, the second that they clear out, the guy who killed the Echo stands there, kind of braces, and then the next wave of Berserkers rushes in. Aveline, go ahead and make either a strength athletics or a dexterity acrobatics check.
Boy.
You're pushed back into the portal, and you feel yourself kind of snap back as you kind of bump into Terry, who is just about to jump in behind you. The guy who pushed you then steps forward into your space and kind of holds his position there. The guy who's in the back line, who looks like he's got a slightly cooler helmet than the rest, as he comes around the corner, yells, "The Black Sword!" snapping it shut. Another fresh berserker rushes in beside his new ally, thus surrounding Belroth, and these two will go ahead and make new fresh great axe attacks against Belroth. I think an 18 misses, but a 20,
Yeah.
22 will hit. That's going to be 9 points of damage. All right. Bottom of the initiative, again, just say it out if you're doing a thing. If you're taking a turn, you're taking a turn. But as I said, you can't really do anything through the portal unless you pass over.
Is
We need to
it-
get Belroth.
Is it possible to like say the word, like poke through the like step through the portal, and like I don't know, shoot a spell off and then come back, or is that not?
No, it's not like when you go through the gate. It's not like a normal doorway. It pulls you through and sets you into that space.
Okay.
So the second you appear on the other side, you're going to need to be able to move. You're the only person I think that can actually operationally do anything on that side because you can move through ally or enemies. Everyone else is going to be able to move into Belroth's space and then have to jump back out of Belroth's space into the gate.
So can I jump in, like make an attack, and then jump back out?
Yeah, you'll provoke an opportunity attack or 2 or 3,
All right.
but you can.
All right.
Is it
Ah.
possible for someone to go in and push Belroth back through?
No, because you can't get around Belroth to push. You can grapple Belroth and drag him through.
Okay.
Again, provoking opportunity attacks if you do so, but yeah.
Well, I think I might be the only one who can do that.
I mean, he's not gonna put up a fight.
How high is that? Is the ceiling in that corridor?
10 feet. Same as the room you're in.
Well, I whenever I can, I do want
Well,
to.
since you're all operationally functioning kind of at the bottom of it, if you haven't taken initiative yet, you operate outside of initiative order. So, Abilene, since you have rolled initiative, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
Can I
So-
jump?
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and jump through the portal, like into Belroth's space,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to cast Shatter at it's a 10-foot radius, so I guess at that point.
Okay, so it'll hit everyone. It'll hit 1, 2, 10 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll hit 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw the spell so I can roll con.
Cast at 4th level.
Sure. Save. Yeah, they have really good con.
Ugh.
So half damage is 6, and you cast it at a higher level. You said
So it should be 12 plus the 7 there.
19. So half is 9. Okay, doesn't look like they're too terribly wounded by it.
Mm. And then I guess I've got really no choice but to go back through the portal.
I run through the barbarians. Huh. Okay, if you're going back through, they're gonna the 3 of them are gonna make great attacks on you as you actually
Oh.
hit and crit.
John,
Um, Oh,
look at your face.
that's weird. Why am I blurry?
You kind of look like your cat.
That's just a weird focusing issue, I guess. Anywho, hit and crit. So the first hit's going to do 10, second hit's going to do 10, and the crit is going to do 22.
So 42 total?
Correct. Do you make it?
Barely. I have
Okay.
1 HP.
Oh my
ch-
god.
I got
a
4.
a perfect chatting. Yeah, it looks like they swing these axes with gusto and kind of cleave into Terry as he's jumping back through. As you see him kind of like enter the gate, you see this very strange effect where the blood that's kind of coming off of him inside of the gate lingers in that space, and he passes through, but you watch as it seems to kind of dissolve inside of the space between.
Ooh.
So you come out, and all the blood that was kind of leaving you as you were doing so, the stuff that wasn't attached to you or like clinging to you, kind of didn't go through either space. All right, that's Terry, Jai, Belroth, Namalia, and Sen. Sen's confused and not sure what to do here. I'm not going to have them rush in, even though it is a totally Sen thing to do.
Does Terry get an initiative?
No. So he's still operating at the end. He didn't stay on the
So
battlefield.
the gate's open.
Mhm.
Can I just step back?
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch my aura, and if Belroth does step back, can I healing word?
Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
I might be dead. It might not be point. Like.
They
True.
don't have any opportunity attacks because Terry
Yes! Thank you, Terry!
ate all of them for you.
We soaked him.
Terry the tank.
So just to make sure I understand, based on your how I understand your placement, Aveline was just pushed through. Terry rushed in. Belroth walked out. Sen was hanging back. And Jai, you're kind of just close, but not like right at the door, right?
Correct.
And Namalia, you were also close, but not right at the door.
Jumping and attacking and jumping out is not Jai.
I like the idea of like Balroth just kind of falling backwards like this.
Yeah, like he literally just takes a step back and like probably plows into Terry or whoever.
As you kind of
Dying here.
all bounce back out, you can see that the gate's still open, and
Black sword.
they're kind of looking through it. Namalia kind of gauges it, understands that it needs to be shut, and does so. It does look like they're kind of holding their position, kind of angrily. On Count Belroth, since you were kind of in the din of the fight, you recognize there were probably somewhere around half a dozen, possibly more, of the berserkers that were present. Probably closer to 8 total. You're pretty certain that those were just guards. And now that you've kind of raised the alarm to whatever you just entered into, carrying is probably not the best choice unless you plan on retreating.
He would probably want to regroup and get reinforcements and just kind of say, hey, we have a path, but we're gonna have to fight to secure it back at the camp.
Okay. Does anybody have any other plans or ideas? Or is retreating the option?
Terry likes the idea of retreat.
Belroth would like to not die twice in one day.
Okay.
Practice
Then-
makes perfect, right?
Right? No, I didn't like that one. I'm gonna do it again.
Then I will return you back to the Shadow of Madness. You are making your way back out. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. You exit out, and you come to the point where you would say Black Blade and move beyond that point. You enter into the halls of Hellfire. You walk beyond the Serpent's lair. You pass by the corpse of the dead young blue dragon, and you can see that the door to the guards room has been closed, as has the door to the treasure hoard. And you make your way back to the first gate, which leads you back into the mines below Wormheart, and you make your way, or Richter's Mine rather, and you then head up from there back to Richter's Mine. Seems like a slow walk back. I'm assuming not a lot of talking, as there's a bit of shame probably present there. And you make it back to the mine. What do you do?
Belroth, with his 4 hit points, would go and report to his order about kind of like the situation in the mine and kind of the tactical position that they could potentially have, but also the threat that passage would present.
Sounds like they have a really solid defense bottleneck.
Yeah.
Numbers aren't going to do you a lot of good. It's
Mm-mm.
really just the strength of your spearhead and whoever's going through first. They shrug and say, well, we can go with you, those of us who are able. And yeah, the Grey Order mercenaries that are present will accompany you.
Okay.
So I believe I said there was a total of 6 that were able-bodied. Am I right?
That sounds about right.
4 of them will be soldiers.
Is there a cleric?
Johann will be a captain. No, there's no clerics in this group.
Any paladins?
No, not at all.
And then you said House Calibor was there too, right?
Correct. And yeah.
Does this count as a short rest?
You can do if you want to take an hour. Yeah, it would.
I feel like we need more than a short rest, but I don't know that we have that.
You don't have time for a long rest. You just took a long rest.
Yeah.
Unless you're planning on waiting all day and doing nothing and then coming back to it.
So Belroth will go over to Namalia and just be like, would magic help in this situation? Like, he's kind of admitting, like, maybe just like full on like frontal assault is just not necessarily the most effective, but also doesn't really know much about magic, so doesn't really know like he's seen kind of like battle oriented magic users, but like
So out of character, I was gonna update Namali's sheets with some cool spells from John's
Sure.
new book, and I totally fucking didn't do it. And that would have been really helpful and useful. In character,
It's a
Namalia would say,
it's a great plug, Zuzo, but typically when Kevin does it, he says the name of the book and
and it's not allowed.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should
We're
have
doing
done
we're doing an
a better
ad here. Yeah.
So I'm afraid I've been looking to the spirits for inspiration, but I've missed my chance to learn something new, something different that might be useful here. I don't have a spell that will help us sort of provide that spearhead at this time. Jay, what about you? Do you have anything up your sleeve? Oh, Zachary, you're
Sorry.
muted.
Nothing. that would be super helpful. I mean, I've always got invisibility. That's the kind of the best thing I can offer. Out of character, Song of Rest, you all get to roll an extra d6 if you rolled hit die, if you need it.
Nice.
But yeah, the only real mechanical thing I can offer is greater invisibility. Or
Mhm.
maybe
got my-
protection from evil and good. Would that even matter here?
Those are just dudes.
Yeah, they're just dudes. Yeah.
I've got my tentacle thingy.
How? Oh, the
Oh
spell.
yeah, just shove one of those in there.
Just
and...
toss some tentacles in there. I don't know where they actually come from.
If I turned you invisible, then there'd just be tentacles coming out of nothing. Could be fun.
A Terry grenade. I like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I do have a spell that helped us once. I wonder if both spells would I hope that both spells could be utilized at the same time, Jay. It would be a shame if they interacted and had and resulted in a horrible disfiguring accident for Terry, but I have a
Is
spell.
that sarcasm,
mean-
I sense?
More
No.
disfigured than he already is.
Oh,
Listen
oh,
here,
Aveline,
you.
that's unkind.
Ooh.
He's
Evelyn-
missing an eye. He's disfigured.
Aveline,
It's not that bad.
he's just a little guy.
It's just a scratch.
I'll
I
bite
got
your
so-
legs off.
I used it back at the opera house. Maybe we can turn Terry into a gaseous form. One halfling turned into a billion spores. It would make it easy for you to get through the crowd.
Could I still cast magic?
Uh,
Can you click the spell description?
yeah, that would be smart to do, right?
Oh boy.
No spell casting. So,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can get to where you need to get, cast the spell, and then Misty step the fuck out.
The problem
Misty,
is
what now?
that you control his gaseous form, don't you?
Yeah.
So how would you know when he got there if you didn't go through the portal with him?
Oh,
You
ass.
could go through his. Okay. What if Namalia was invisible?
Oh, fuck.
Could I just go through invisible
Yeah.
and then just like drop tentacles and then would I still be would that break the invisibility?
Greater invisibility, bud.
Oh,
I got you.
nice.
Just
Nice.
invisible for a minute. You got 1 minute, and that's what is it? 10 rounds.
So I could turn invisible, sneak through the portal, drop my tentacles, bugger out of there, and then we just wait for a minute, and then the vanguard goes on through.
Only issue. We have to open the portal. They're gonna know someone's there.
If I'm invisible.
He's a little guy. He's just got
I'm-
dots.
Okay, but who opened the portal then?
I mean, maybe one of them's just describing their weapon. And they're just like, oh yeah, look at this. I got this cool new black sword.
Sure, it would definitely be suspicious. Terry's a very quick fighter, though. Can be in and out.
Is he literally doing this right now?
Yeah, no. When Nemalius is a quick fighter, Terry's gonna be sitting there like sort of.
Belroth is just like,
Balroth, I
God.
know that it's your way to shoulder the pain of the entire group, Balroth, but today, little Terry can be our hero.
I'll save the day today.
Guy
Maybe.
picks up his instrument, strums. I can be your hero, baby. No.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
And,
And then-
if they like don't like me, I can teleport out.
So this
Well,
is
you could at the very least teleport right to the edge and then fall out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that your Misty Step would take you directly out.
Oh,
Is
it's
there-
Dimension Door.
Is there any
Oh,
way
Dimension Door.
that they can stop the invisibility?
Yeah, I mean, a dispel magic of a high enough cast. Of course.
Okay.
Did it look like they had any casters though?
Okay.
Not really. No casters there.
You got a better look than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
6
hypothetical
guys
question.
with that
Right,
access.
yeah. No, I think you'll be able to get out regardless of how well it goes.
All
by
right.
then, right?
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, we get another halfling.
Oh, Jay, I was gonna say I packed diamonds for Revivify, but
Right. We
that's
get
true.
a new diamonds for the we said the same thing. Doesn't make eye contact with Terry.
Terry, you're an honorable person for volunteering to do this.
Belroth like
We're
literally
gonna be
like
able-
slaps him
what
on the
is-
back,
what
but like
is-
a little
what
too
is-
hard.
It's like he's going to his grave. He's gonna be fine. It's little Terry.
Terry,
I don't even know how well this is gonna go.
you're gonna be
He'll
fine.
be fine.
Yeah, I'll probably be fine, right?
Belroth is literally just like patting you on the back, but it's like really hard. So you're just like, oh.
I kind of feel like I know this isn't true, but I kind of feel like this is our secret ploy to like
Just be done.
Get rid
Terry
of
out
Terry.
of the
Terry.
equation.
No.
No, it's not true.
Chris is like, oh, you didn't like Terry? Well, check out Barry. Just another half.
I love
Check
Terry.
Any other eyes
Check out
missing?
my brother Larry.
Terry is probably like Terry is an icon now over at least 2 games. He's known like in our other game.
Yeah.
Oh God.
For fucking shit up.
No.
Oh, what a surprise.
Reputation's
What
a
a
reputation,
surprise.
right?
Yeah, rap is rap. Sure.
That's it.
No such thing as bad media,
Publicity.
whatever it's called.
Bad
That's
publicity.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're trying to hide that you're a demon worshipping warlock.
Yeah.
It's not a demon. It's a great
Yeah.
old one.
Oh, sorry, great old one.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
So our plan is to send Terry in invisible
Of course it is.
and tentacle the shit out of these guys.
You got a better plan, John?
What?
John, you wanted a spearhead. Here's your spearhead.
I'll take it. Okay. So Johann and the others of the Great Order are going to accompany you. Are you going to try and muster any other forces, or do you feel that that'll be enough?
Belroth will talk to House Calibor and see if they'd be interested in securing that route and just kind of explain the tactical advantage for it. And
Yeah. We already discussed this, sir. basically, as I understand it, you were going to make sure that the path is clear, allowing us passage, and you've failed to do that. So we'll maintain our defenses here, hold them down. We are not sending any more scouts or any individuals into there, especially since you did not find the other scouts either. Apologies.
Great.
Understood. I mean, that has been bugging Belroth that they haven't been able to find the scouts.
Oh, I thought you were going to say since you failed.
Well,
Oh my
yeah,
Jonathan.
that too.
Does anyone can the Magpie, what are your people called?
The Grey Order.
Do they have any health potions to spare?
No, unfortunately, all of our capabilities to heal have left the city or left the town of the pass here. We had to make sure everyone got home safe.
Great. Is there a little shop anywhere in this, or anyone here who's gonna sell me a health potion?
All provisions inside of Victor's mine have been secured for the war.
All right.
Potion seller. Give me your strongest potions.
Oh,
Ooh, also, remember that one creepy monster that I summoned at the opera?
okay.
I can get one of those.
Yes.
Whatever happens on the other side of that portal for 1 minute, but that is all you. I trust you to go and do what needs to be done.
Okay. So we're gonna alter the map a bit here, because we're gonna try and do it now with like a connected kind of a connective tissue, for lack of a better kind of way of explaining what I'm trying to relay here. So with that being said, I'm going to move you into a new map. The map is the same, though, as you'll slowly kind of suss out. So this would be the Shadows of Madness. If you're moving back down that way, you have no problems getting to that point. When you get to the Shadows of Madness, you move about as you normally notice, but you'll note that you will note that the area appears to be, just quiet. Nothing too different from what you recognized before. But again, the smarter of you, tactically, Belroth, you would note that you've given them quite an avenue of time.
Yep.
So who knows how they are positioned at this point now.
Yep.
Okay. So the soldiers and the scout and the captain will do as you asked. So the one that looks very different from the others is Johan. The one that looks different from the others is the scout. And the ones that are all the same are the soldiers.
So you would probably have the scout just kind of go ahead a little bit and just keep an eye on things, see if there's anything that's changed. Look for traps that have been reset.
Sen will do likewise. The two of them will kind of scout ahead. Moving on, they would get up to the position where you kind of came into seeing the passageway, and kind of using basically a message system. It seems Sen keeps sending the scout back to you, and the scout keeps telling you what's going on up ahead. She says, they say the portal's open. It looks like it's being held. There's nobody in that room. Sen said that said you would understand what they're saying. The ogres from before are missing?
That's troubling. Okay. Okay, so we probably want to. Is there a way to inspect that room to see, like,
You can move at your leisure.
well, just to try and see which direction they would go, like if they left bloody footprints or some shit.
No. I mean, again, you would have to kind of maneuver into that space.
That was down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, he'll try and look around.
Okay. You can see that the portal's open. You can see that there are signs that the berserkers are on the other side of the portal.
So ideally we'd want to stay in this room just so that they couldn't see like how big our forces are, I would think.
Okay.
But still like kind of be close enough where we can assist Terry if he needs it.
Got it. Okay. So I assume that the other soldiers will kind of move up with Jai and in tandem, kind of keeping with him. Amalia, I assume you kind of maneuver with them as well. And then Aveline, you kind of keep back a bit because you've got this massive loud shield guardian with you. Okay. So what's the plan?
Make Terry disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, I cast invisibility, and I'm also going to give him a bard inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just in case. It's the best I can do for you, bud. Good luck.
All right, where in this map is the portal?
South. This way. All right. Terry, make a perception check. Obviously, you're being cautious.
Perception.
You are being cautious and keeping an eye out, right?
Yes. Yeah, keeping one eye out.
Okay. As you're kind of moving into this room, you look over to the side and see that the mirror no longer has clothing on it, and the corpse that was laying out on the ground isn't present. As you look over in that direction, you see that the mirror is revealed. Make a charisma saving throw.
Yay.
You feel your will being tugged on, pulled away, and then you feel everything go black for you. You see for a moment something off in this darkness, this distant blackness. You see that you're standing on this strange inky water. It doesn't allow you to sink, but it doesn't quite feel solid. You then start seeing faces rising up out of the water and kind of surfacing, and each one of them seems to have a pale white eye that kind of turns and twists as if staring at you. You then see a form out of shadow well off in the distance appear, and you feel like you've seen this before, but you've never seen this before. A massive worm with barbs that burn hot like cinders. Its three mouths open, and one of them opens up to deposit a tongue, and at the end of that tongue is the form of a woman. Resplendent and gorgeous, but attached to this horror. She stares at you, her eyes shining like pearls. Then the vision goes away, and you realize you're standing there quietly in your space. Not much time has passed. You're still invisible. How would you like to continue?
He'll sort of, for the moment, because he knows Nemalia and Jai and everybody are back there kind of watching what he does. He's gonna try to act like he didn't see anything. But as he walks through the room, he's sort of gonna yell down that corridor like, the careful when you come in here, the mirror's uncovered.
He's shouting?
Oh wait. Is
Yeah.
that door open then?
Yeah, the gate is open. You can see through it.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was not open yet. My bad.
No worries. Then you do not shout.
I do not shout.
I'm gonna smack you so hard.
Yeah, I don't say anything yet. I'll still invisible. I'll just walk over there with all these dudes. And then can I
You can walk past them. Obviously, you're moving about, so you're going to need to make a stealth check. But they do look like they're kind of on defense, but that does look like they're kind of, just maintaining a guard.
Okay, I think what's naturally stealthy do again?
It allows you to
Oh,
hide yourself behind other guys.
but I'm invisible, so
Not super necessary, but yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. Oop,
You have +10 to the roll.
plus
And Bardic
10.
inspiration.
Stealth. I can apply Bardic Inspiration afterwards, right?
Yeah, if you feel like it's not a good roll yet.
Plus 10. Yeah.
29. Okay, yeah, you're moving around. It doesn't seem like they notice. You're kind of doing that, like, creepy kind of, like, sliding on the wall, like, oh, they're big. Kind of like, as you kind of maneuver about. It looks like the passageway leads to a hallway that goes left and right.
Okay, I'm going to go over here.
Okay, looks like the passageway continues on for quite a distance, farther than you can see with your vision.
Okay, then
Actually, no, not farther than you can see with your vision. It looks like it goes for quite some time, and then it looks like it switches to the left.
all right, I'm gonna like step like I don't know, right here, and I'm going to cast. First, I'm gonna cast Summon Aberration.
Okay. The second you start to cast your spell, you notice that there's no magic manifesting in front of your hands. You hear a very loud voice resonate through your head. No! I gave you a command. You have yet to do it, slave.
Oh.
I'm gonna just stand there. Are any of these guys like looking in my direction at all?
No, you don't make any noises. You're being pretty quiet, and that
No.
was absolutely just shit that's happening in your head right now.
Okay, I just to test, I'm just so like against the wall, gonna try to cast like minor illusion to make just like a little.
You're able to finesse out a cantrip.
Okay.
If you take like a couple seconds, another round or so of your time here, you would note that you are unable to cast leveled spells because you're in direct opposition with your patron. I'm sorry, like I don't know why you didn't think this was gonna be an issue. Like it's like, mommy,
Oh
please,
shit.
mommy, please keep giving me the power to murder your friends.
Can I
You're on the wrong team.
can I think in? Oh shit! I only have 1 minute of this.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
that's why I
shit.
said one round of time spending thinking about this. Do you want to run back or do you want to?
Well, I'm not gonna get stuck on this side of everything.
Since you're
So-
hastily retreating back, go ahead and make another stealth check.
Well, wouldn't the lady
Bardic
protect him?
Inspiration. Is that a D6?
D8. D10.
Okay.
D10?
D10.
Zach, what is it?
D8 still.
Okay.
So 22.
That's pretty good. You're kind of sneaking out. As you're doing so, you kind of look to the left like trying to keep your eye away from that weird mirror. And as you're looking to the left, the mirror in the middle on the left side, you see a woman with her arms crossed. This is a woman you've never seen before in your entire life. But you do recognize that her left eye is a complete and utterly beautiful, bright white pearl. And she seems to be just standing in the mirror space, staring at you, watching you move across the chamber as you run to the other side.
Can I just be like thinking in my head, just be like, come on, just play along with me, why don't ya?
You make it to the other side.
Okay, so I'll come back around this corner to everybody else, and am I still invisible?
Yeah.
So
I'd say
I'm gonna like,
for a couple seconds more, yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna come like right here, and just like poke Namalia.
Ah,
It's me.
oh.
So there.
Did you do it?
Wait.
Oh, Terry, you're okay.
So
I didn't hear any screaming.
yeah, there's
Oh, it's hard to hear through that.
there something on that
Did
side.
you use the tentacles?
My magic's all fucky.
Well,
I'm
we already
sorry,
knew
what?
that.
Wait, your magic? What
There-
happened?
So remember that one house we went in a while ago? It had that room that like we couldn't cast magic in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that.
Belroth absolutely does not remember this.
I don't remember this either.
The like first session I think I played.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
And
the
I
one
walked
with
in
the
the
dead
room.
cats.
Yeah. And I walked
Okay,
in the
Belroth
room.
remembers the dead cats.
He's explaining a dead zone. Emily would be familiar with dead zones or anti-magic fields.
Yeah, so I'm like,
The anti-magic field didn't dispel your invisibility?
I think it was like blocking my magic casting. Was it?
Um,
Hold on. Don't typically like making players roll against players, but Terry, I need you to make a deception roll. And Namalia, I need you to make a insight roll with advantage.
Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, this is over.
This
It's
is
over.
over.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have insight trained, so you might be okay. Oh, nope. It's over.
Oh, oh.
You understand a couple of things. But what you're also noticing is the strangeness of Terry's eye. It actually doesn't seem to be as pearlescent as it was before. It's almost like a regular milky white blind eye instead of a actual solid pearl. The sheen,
Also,
the luster is gone from his eye. You understand what that means, right, Zizo?
Yeah.
Namalia also.
Namalia understands. Terry, this is a bad situation you've got yourself in.
Also, the covering on the mirror was taken down, and I might have accidentally looked in the mirror, but it's okay.
And seen your patroness.
I saw a bunch of bodies, then some fucky stuff.
No, there were no bodies. It was just faces.
Oh, yeah. I saw a bunch of fucky faces.
And your patroness informed you.
Well, she
What did she tell you, Terry?
didn't say anything in the mirror.
I assume this is much like I assume that the questioning is now to a point where it's like Terry is a kid who did something bad, and like the parent knows the kid did something bad, And
Yeah.
I'm assuming Terry's doing like the foot behind the other foot, kind of like pushing his foot into the ground. Like he doesn't typically have a tell, but like it seems to be this situation has kind of put him to it based on the deception roll and the questioning from Namalia.
I don't judge you for the choices that you've made. It does seem we are now without a spearhead. If your patroness has withdrawn her favor from you.
Can do that.
I will say that at least this means that you
Sorry,
did not
Jai
betray
bursts
us.
out laughing. I was muted. I'm so sorry. He says they can do that, and Jai just bursts out laughing like falls on the floor. It's just like, oh, sweet baby son child.
Balroth is so bad right now. Like,
Namalia is like struggling to hold back her laughter, and tears are starting to kind of well up in her eyes. Not tears of disappointment or sadness, but just humored by Jay's response.
oh my god.
Well, it's clear enough. The patroness, well, at the very least, this means that you have not betrayed us to your patroness. That, I think, is clear from all this. Right, Terry?
I hope not.
She'll look to the
I'm
rest.
sorry, what?
So if it isn't clear to everyone at this point, it looks like Terry's been
He's
in
been
the
dumped.
service of the lady.
I may have dabbled.
Yeah, I can't hate this character.
I love Terry so
I
much.
genuinely love Terry. Okay, anyways, continue. Sorry.
What? Wait. The one that we're trying to fight?
Oh, yes. That's why he can't do it now.
Jai is
And you-
like
You
sipping
didn't
that
think
tea.
we needed to know this before we would
I
to
was.
fight her?
I
Know
was.
this. Can't you see his sweet, innocent, baby-like face? Terry had no idea. No idea.
I was hoping that we could like use my powers to like get
Like
up
the
close
thing
to
that
her,
gave you the
and
powers?
you could just like stab her or something. I didn't know they could take it away.
Trying
I could
to
do
one
that.
up an ancient power
Johan kind of like walks up
from the
behind
depths.
Balroth and says, "Are we having a problem? Should we get back to the camp or?"
Send someone else through now.
All right, what's plan B, guys?
He kind of looks over at the group and says, "I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know you had," gestures towards the shield guardian. Does that fit in the door we're going through?
Does
I
it?
mean,
That's a
yeah,
good question. I forgot about Copper.
It totally fits through the door that you have.
It does fit,
I mean,
yes.
because I'm going to be completely honest with you. Yeah, that'd work.
Yo, I'm gonna be
Okay.
square. I'm gonna be square with you guys. I forgot about Copper until we got back to the camp, and then I was like, I could have suggested that Copper went through, but then I.
He's a
But then
I
you
think-
didn't.
But I think
Okay.
it makes sense that we would have been putting all the blame and the weight of it on the shoulders of Terry, and like Eveline would have been like, eh. That
Yeah.
seems
Not my
like
problem.
yeah, that seems like her approach normally. So
No reason not to think that his spells wouldn't work through the portal.
that too,
When
exactly.
They worked last time, like he went through and he popped off a cantrip or whatever.
Yeah,
Or no, the
shatter.
Well,
shatter. Thank you.
the thing that you're definitely kind of, I mean, I want to make sure, I mean, do you understand the difference yet or no?
Yeah, we do now.
Okay, you're directly
Before we
opposed-
sent him through, we like in character did.
Yeah, because it's not a spell that's connected to the
Well,
lady, right?
you're directly opposing the lady at this point.
Right.
It wasn't directly opposing the lady before. The people that you've murdered so far have been mediators, allies, subservients, but you are now directly fighting the lady at this point.
Or force.
Those berserkers are hers. The person in the mirror was hers.
I can still do this, and I'll cast like a minor illusion of like an even a quarter lean dancing.
Oh,
I can
And-
still do that.
This is more for
Very
flavor than
helpful.
systematic stuff, Chris, but the second that you kind of cast the spell and kind of are manipulating it, you feel this kind of pain in your eye, and it's kind of causing you to twitch. The eye. And you kind of like, you don't know because you haven't had a chance to look at yourself, but to Namalia and everyone else, they're looking at you and they can see that your eye is now just a dead, normal eye, not a like an orb of or less.
Seeing him kind of react, Namalia would pull out like a little handheld mirror that's like kind of like framed by like shells and coral, and like hold it up to his face and be like, you see?
You can actually see a bit of kind of like milky whiteness kind of ooze out a bit as you kind of mess with it. It definitely seems like there's kind of like a lingering or festering kind of ness to the eye that
Ugh.
you aren't happy with.
What the fuck is happening to me?
Don't touch it. Get your stop it.
Don't rub it.
Eve,
All right, we go. All right, we do this or we don't.
Johan's like, yeah.
Okay, so before we
I'll
bust in, I'm gonna summon a fairy, a woodland being.
I'll pull my gun off of my belt. I still got something.
Okay, you summon a fairy.
Will it be really hard for you to get me a fairy that's not already in the summons folder?
No, not terribly.
Okay, give me a second while I pick my fairy.
Oh, you mean like an image?
Token,
Oh,
or with a stat block. If not, I can just roll. I can just manually roll if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's super
I got
weird.
a pixie in there, but
Yeah,
pixies
pixie.
are
Well,
kind of lame.
fairies are not a summonable option for that
I'm sorry.
spell.
I'm saying I'm like talking like I'm 8 years old. I'm sorry. I meant conjure woodland being, which lets me summon a fae.
Right. And so fairy is not an option because there's no the nature of the spell, the wording of the spell is key. So it has to be a fey creature that has a challenge rating. So fairies are playable class or character races.
I know it's not a fairy.
Right. Sorry, pixies are cool.
I'm just being a dumb bitch. I know it's not a fairy.
All right.
Okay.
It's all fairies.
You want how many pixies are we getting?
No, I don't want to do a pixie.
Okay. What do
Give
you
me a second. Can other people do stuff while I pick a fey creature?
Stop focusing on me.
Please.
Aveline, do you
Oh,
want to go ahead?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
What
you
were you
do.
gonna ask me? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, are you getting the shield guardian to the front and getting ready to shield charge this shit?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, do we want to
Okay.
get him going?
So what you'll notice is as you kind of enter into this space and kind of move into it, you kind of do so just gauging it like your typical analytical self. You see the mirror and you look dead on at it, and you can see your reflection, and you feel that it's a piece of artifice, and you understand that it doesn't affect you because you're a construct, and you kind of go. Eh. You walk over to the
I was
mirror,
wondering.
and you take a second to kind of analyze it, and you can make an Arcana check. It's a mirror of life trapping, and because you're a construct, it doesn't affect you. Basically, if anybody stares into it, DC 15 Charisma saving throw. If you fail, you're zapped right into the mirror, and you're stuck there for a really, really long time. You know that it's not breakable in its current condition, but you do know that it's a very rare magic item, and you could probably sell it to nobles in the city of Nock. You can take it off of the wall and you can
Do
put
it!
it in the bag of holding or on the back of the damn shield guardian if you want. Hell, if you
Yeah.
want, you can have him hold
No.
it and push it forward.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, that's smart. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
yes,
gonna make
let's do
sure
that.
though that we have some extra cloth though to like
Just in case.
wrap it up after we're done. So
Okay. You'd also notice that the mirror on the opposite side appears to be not actually a mirror. It's a two-way space. So what that means is it's a similar kind of passageway to the passageway that you're about to push a shield guardian through, except that it doesn't allow for anyone to actually go through it. It only allows people to see through it, and it only allows people to see through it from one side to the other. So whoever's on the other side of the mirror can see through it to see your side. So you know that if there's a spellcaster on the other side of that mirror, they will be able to do stuff behind you as you push forward.
okay, is there a way that can I basically like paint over the mirror or anything?
You would-
Can I obstruct it?
You would know there's no real way to obstruct that mirror. The only thing that you can do is pick it up, move it, and take it somewhere else.
Can I just turn it around?
That works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's get going, buddy.
The shield guardian pushes through. As it's zapped into the position, you do understand that it has to kind of like buffer and then land in the space in front of it. It can't be kind of halfway in, halfway out. So as you're watching those two guards look at it as it's moving through, you can see the look on their faces, absolute concern. The shield guardian, they just kind of, oh yeah, busts through the space and smashes into the two guards. One of them is pushed back. The other one is pinned against the wall against the shield guardian's bulk. And the shield guardian kind of has this like position where it really can't do anything besides stand where it's at. If you wanted to be on its back in its mount position as it rode in, you can have been. Or you can move it and jump onto its back afterwards. It's entirely up to you how you want to do that.
Let's have him move in first, and then I'll go ahead and climb aboard after that.
Okay, well then we'll go with a very simple initiative cycle. The shield guardian was commanded, so he'll go first. So what was he commanded to do once he got through?
Basically, he's got the mirror.
Okay.
I want as many people as possible to look into it.
Okay. Well then let's make some charisma saving throws. The ones that can see, which are the two up front there. Fail and fail. You watch as two of them just go into the mirror that he's kind of holding and directing at them. He then takes the mirror and holds it like in his hand, kind of like looks down the hallway, keeping it positioned that way. You then hear as two more get sucked into the mirror.
It's like Luigi's Mansion.
With your Arcana check, you would know that it has a capacity for 12. It can hold 12 souls in it. If it ever
Okay.
overfills, the first person who went in drops out.
Gotcha. And we've got 5 people in there now.
4.
4, okay. All right. Does there seem to be any more after I've...
Yeah, so it'll actually go to the barbarian's turn. They see what's happening, and they're going to hold their position. And it does sound like they're yelling commands, but again, like we discussed, you're kind of hearing it in that you can't really make out what they're saying. Yeah, the shield guardian cannot hear you to have a command issued to it. So as it cycles back around, you'll basically be the one who's the initiator for the turnarounds. So what do you want to do on your turn?
Besides hopping up?
So you rush in, hop onto his back, okay?
Mhm.
Into your mount. And the second you do, you can kind of hear the commands that are being issued. Don't look around the mirror. Don't look around there. She'll deal with it. Hold on. And they seem to be holding their position. It cannot, the shield guardian cannot move down the hallway. Like it can't, I'm sorry, it can move. It'll squeeze down the hallway. It can go, but it'll move at 1/4 its speed and basically absolutely beat the fuck out of a bull as it's trying to go through the hallway.
Is there any way to discern how many people that might... Can I kind of make an educated guess on how many people?
You were told
There
that
might
there
be.
were about 6 or 8 of them, so if you've just consumed 4 of them, then there's probably about 4 at most.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna have Copper actually turn the mirror around towards himself, and then we're gonna go back through the door with everyone else.
He kind of holds the mirror against his chest and then backs away. And you kind of are riding on the back. Belroth's kind of standing there with, I'm assuming, his company.
Yeah.
Could I have moved in
Yeah.
there?
I've cleared out a good portion of them from the front. So if we could probably send a few people through.
Johann looks to Belroth. We gotta go, and kind of
Yeah.
draws his curved knife and sword and rushes towards the gate to kind of stand alongside of you, if you're wanting to go in.
All right.
Zoom, zoom. The two of you snap through. He looks towards the passageway and says, "Do you wish to take the lead or me? You can move through the wall, by the way."
All right.
Do you-
Just full disclosure, I'm at 46 out of 94. So
says-
he goes first.
He says, "Okay." And yeah, he's a light fighter, as I discussed. He's not exactly a heavy guy. He's going to rush out into the center there. And the second he kind of hits that position, you see him kind of just become a whirl with his curved blade and his Chris dagger, and he just kind of starts slashing into people. Hit, miss, and he makes a dagger attack with disadvantage, so miss as well there. And his scimitar will do 8 slashing. All right. Based on their perspective nature, Belroth, you can see that they, in their short rest, also had time to rest up. So it looks like they are also tip-top condition. And they are going to reciprocate after you. So if you want to take a turn, go ahead.
All right. Am I able to like manifest my echo somewhere?
No, because the ceiling is only about 10 feet high. There's no space above them. If you want to move up to this position, though, you might be able to see another spot.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really see down the hallways, so does that mean I can't manifest?
Okay, you can fight. If you're fighting around a corner, it's +2 to their AC cover because you're fighting through that hard edge.
Okay, so he'll go for the one on the right.
Okay. That's the one that he attacked. So perfect. 14 will miss because of the wall. So the first one kind of clangs. You kind of lean it in, get it beside Johann. Johann kind of weaves in, and you kind of strike downwards, cutting the guy in the shoulder. A solid blow. All right. We're actually going to form an initiative docket. So this is where we're all going to roll initiative. Belroth, because Johann and the soldier company are with you, they will operationally function after you. I will command them unless you issue them orders. So if you tell them to do
Okay.
something specific, this is unlike the Shield Guardian. So Aveline, if you issue an order to the Shield Guardian, it will do it. But if you do not issue orders, it will do nothing. Whereas the soldiers obviously are humans and have agency, so they will do what they feel is right.
John, can I say that during all that time my summon popped out?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a reflection, which is a Tasha's
Okay.
thingy. So I don't think it's in your.
Yeah, it is.
It is? Okay.
It should be. What's its in Tosh? Hold on. I got a better idea. I'll do it this way. Monster. Filter. Source. Tasha's. Apply filter. All right. I see. Wildfire Spirit. These are all summonable stuff. Fiendish
You don't have a
Spirit.
reflection?
I do not have reflection in Tasha's.
I
Shadows?
sent you a link to it. There's a detached shadow. It's kind of like the same thing, but it's from Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
I don't have Wild Beyond the Witchlight yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So I don't know why the Tasha's one isn't showing.
Hold on. I'm sorry. That's me as a failing. I need to get that book. Filter results. Kiltasha's. Type. Bay. Search. Reflection. I do not have it. Okay, let's see. Since we have a stat block there in your side chat, we'll just go ahead and use it there. We'll just do rolls off of it.
I can do manual rolls. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that'll have to be fine. That's weird that it's not in there. Okay.
For the token, can I just what should I put in there?
how many do you get?
I get 4.
So they're about the same size as a pixie.
They're no, they're medium.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
We could do Hezrod's shark thingy.
Nah, I don't think that's in this game.
Is that too weird?
It's not in this game.
It's in there. I see it.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it if it is.
Okay.
All right. So if everybody's rolled, I think. Oh, Berserkers haven't. All right. Okay. So functionally, this will operate similar to how we had it before. If the words "the black sword" happen, that space in between is dropped. For considering movement purposes, consider moving into that space in between, that dark brown space, as one 5-foot step, and then you move to the steps and you land there. That space is basically void. You don't have to pay it, is what I mean. Okay, so the Berserkers go first. I'm gonna smash. Looks like I'm gonna go with 2 attacks against.
Wait, am I not on there?
Should be.
I don't see you.
Did you not
Also,
Okay.
the spell specifies that I need to roll initiative for my summon too, FYI.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
because I had 22, so I was like, wait.
Roll a d20.
Me?
No, Ziza.
Okay.
3. What's their dex mod or initiative mod?
2.
Two.
It's not given, but there's a 2 to dex.
Okay. All right. So they're on 5. Okay. So Belroth actually, you are first. Is that right?
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're first. Go ahead.
Okay, so he'll just say, I go left, you go right. Because, I mean, they're facing the other direction.
Mhm.
So Belroth will attack this one. Then he'll have Jared, stop, what the fuck?
Johan.
Johan. I knew it was a J. He'll ask him to attack that one.
Okay. Both of yours hit 18 damage. And then Johan will go with Flurry. Hit, and hit for. And. So 15, 22. His is bloodied. And yours is just freshly wounded. Alright. Anything else?
Where the
Pro tip, you can move into Johan's space and then move back out of it for the purposes of bonus actioning. Wink, wink, nudge,
Okay.
nudge, hint, hint.
what does that even mean?
Move into Johan's space.
Okay.
What can you see?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna do boop and then back out.
Okay. You see the one that was kind of like towards the back, not even notice the shadow appear as it kind of slips into the space behind him. Belroth done, Berserker's up, so they don't even know he's there. it goes to them fighting. They are basically focusing on Johann for the purposes of this. They are recklessly attacking, so both of them will swing with their great axes. Johann kind of like slashes into this one, looks behind him after you cut into him, and then kind of ducks down, brings his crisp blade up, and then brings his scimitar up like this, catches both of the great axe shafts and quickly turns like that, moving both the heads to the side with like this loud kind of sparking sound, blocking both attacks. They pull away from him, and as they do so, you see Johann kind of duck down towards one he's been fighting and kind of cross cut into the person's ankles.
Yes, the ankle biter technique.
When he makes a opportunity attack, he makes it with both weapons. Ah! The guy kind of moves away from him, but like kind of hobbles. And as he kind of gets away from him, the other guy steps in position. This guy tries to move and then goes, ah! And sees that there's a weird shadow thing. The other guy is alerted to it, turns around and swings at it. Miss. And miss. And the guy who you don't see but is actually there in the narrow passage is also going to attack the shadow. And that shadow's having a great time of not dying right now. They have advantage and they didn't hit a 17. Okay. Aveline, from what you can see, the battle has been joined by Belroth and Johann. But how it's faring, you're not certain. Kind of a tunnel vision on the combat. Do you wish to move the Shield Guardian back through or allow them to pass?
No, there's no point in putting him in because can't really go anywhere.
He did his job.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Boy.
I will dismount.
Okay.
I don't know if that is an action or
it's half of your speed.
Okay.
But if you're dismounting into the teleport, then you'll just 15 feet and you'll be in the first space in the other side. So you basically kind of just hop over his shoulder. You're like, the skirt of your dress kind of fluttering as you kind of land into position in front of him, then dive right into the arcane gate and kind of appearing on the other side.
All right, and then I don't know if I kept my sword drawn throughout the little detour we took, but I will have my sword. And then let's see.
So you would be there at the start of your movement. And
right here?
Yeah, and that'd be 5 to get to there, and then you still have 10 left. So you get right behind Belroth.
Okay.
Closest you could get. Can you see these guys on the sides?
No, I can see one guy right in front of Belroth.
That's Belroth's friend.
Okay, that's
Can you see like a little bit of them or none at all?
I can see like the very edges.
Okay, they'll have 3/4 cover. If you want to take a shot, like you'd have to use like a firebolt, but you can if you'd like.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give that a try.
Okay. You have advantage because they attacked recklessly. 22 will hit. Which one did you attack? The one on the left or one on the right?
The one on the left.
The left of the map or the left for Aveline?
Left of the map. our left.
Stage left.
All right. The fresh one gets taken, kind of like on the side of his helm. You can see it kind of glowing hot for a second. Him kind of okay. Namalia, you're up. It looks like Aveline, Belroth, and Johann have joined the combat. You've summoned your fey creatures. Muted.
It doesn't take an action, but she'll tell her the fake creatures to rush in and start attacking the berserkers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get in there, but I don't want to just be in that queue. I mean, I can get there.
You can heal us or heal.
Oh, are
people.
y'all dying?
No, I mean, but if they need it.
Who's dying?
No one's dying, just in case.
Okay, so I'll move in there, and I will, because I cannot see a damn thing. Okay, so I will prepare an action to, if for whatever reason I'm able to get a target in range, I'll pop off a cantrip.
Okay. How fast do these things move again? Let's see.
They're
40. So 5, 10, 11, 12.
they move on their own.
Do they fly? They don't. And they can't move through spaces. They don't have
They
those-
can squeeze through a space that's less than an inch.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to move through threatened spaces. That's the key.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
They don't have cool halfling shenanigans. So if they're ordered to move through, they all thrust through.
But they move on their own initiative on 5.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Thank you. So they will be moving at that, but they will be blocked from kind of getting through.
Okay.
They don't have a fly speed. If they had a fly speed, they'd be fine. Well, no, they wouldn't. They're medium size. They're still too big. Yeah. I assume their squeezy nonsense is because they're liquidy. Yeah. I assume there's some sort of water fae.
They're reflections.
I'll have to look them up.
They look like.
Don't bully them.
All right, so then Namalia, you command them, you move through, and you said you were doing something else?
I just prepare a cantrip in case any enemy comes within range.
Okay, Gyra. Bubble.
Aura of sound. And get to there. There, I guess. I don't fucking know. And I'm going to heroically take the dodge action.
Okay. Terry, you're up. You talking? Because you're muted.
He's just really cautiously gonna come out like right here. That's 25 feet with his gun out. Just be like, not knowing what to do.
Okay. So it goes to the creatures, the reflections. Like I said, it doesn't have anything that allows them to kind of move through people's spaces, so they were commanded to move through. They'll get right behind Amalia and kind of be unable to press forward.
Okay.
All right. Before it gets back to the top, Sen didn't roll initiative, so Sen's just going to go on one. Sen doesn't have a space now. Sen is going to hold off and wait. Better safe than dead. And then Terry, Jai, and Sen would hear a kind of pop sound, and a mirror that was kind of placed face to the wall on the left side of the room kind of just has like a pop and then falls over and is now flat on its back, mirror side up.
Oh shit.
Now keep in mind, Aveline didn't really explain what happened with that mirror, so you just hear a pop and a mirror falls over. Belroth.
All right. Basically same thing. He's gonna attack this one. His shadow will attack that one.
Okay.
Or wait, is there another one on the other side of the shadow?
There are two over by the shadow.
Okay. Okay. The shadow will attack whichever one is over here-ish.
Okay.
And then, so this is the attack on Belroth's enemy. Ooh. And this is the shadow attack. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
Okay, I'll take it.
And you're still attacking the one on the Belroth's left, you're right.
Yeah.
So that'd
That
be
one.
9. Okay, and then the shadow will hit. Do 13. Okay, cool. Moves to them. 2 attacks against the.
Oh,
go ahead.
Johan goes.
Yes, thank you. Scimitar. Miss. Scimitar. Miss. Dagger. Hit. No, miss. Sorry. His last attack is made with disadvantage. No, it's not. Yay!
Yay!
He hits for 6 damage. Alright. I was thinking goblin boss. My brain's very goblin focused. Alright, those two attack afterwards, so it'll go to them doing so. They're doing so recklessly. One will hit each of you, actually. So looks like he takes the larger of the 2 hits. And you take 6 points of damage. They then move away. You can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, that'll hit. Take the damage. All right. He's still alive, bloody, but moving away. And Johann will swing with his opportunity attack. He misses both. Looks like they refill with the ones that were fighting before. And next series of attacks. Both of these attacks are being made against Johann. Both hit. He does not do cool blocking stuff this time, unfortunately. And it looks like he's bloodied as well. He kind of takes the shots in the shoulders and kind of like gets spun around, kind of bleeding, kind of brings his dagger up to his face, kind of wipes his jaw. Ready to join the fight. Aveline, you are up, kind of stuck in between Namalia and Belroth. Really no space for you to go except out. But you could move into either Belroth or Johann's space and then move back to your space, but you will provoke an opportunity attack when you get away from your spot.
Nah, I'm just gonna throw a firebolt at the
Okay.
same guy.
Same thing, it has cover, but go ahead and throw the shot. It bounces off the side corner there, kind of dashes. You see Johann kind of, kind of look back at you. It wasn't really close to hitting him, but it definitely kind of like popped. Okay, Namalia, you're up.
Who looks more bloodied?
Johann.
Balroth or Johann?
How many hit points do you
Johann.
have?
40 out of 94.
You're more wounded than he is.
Oh,
Okay.
Balroth.
Here I am, just like, him.
I mean, he is definitely in more threat than you, but you know.
Yeah.
7, 13. And that's my turn. Oh, and I tell my dudes. So, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I answered in my own head.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Jai. Reflections
Get
are kind
up
of
to there.
well. You can't stand inside of the gate, so when you pop out,
Oh,
you'll be
okay.
shunted back out into
No,
the
I
gate.
can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't do anything, man. I'm just gonna stay right here.
What about the mirror, the weird mirror? It just fell off the wall.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. So we're gonna take the dodge action again, and that's it. I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else to do right now. I can't go through.
Terry.
All right. I'm going to. So if I go right there, is that right outside the portal?
I'm sorry. Say again.
If I go right here,
You'd
Am
be
I-
right
is
outside. Yeah.
okay. Well, that's 25 feet. So that's as far as I can go.
Yeah. You can see the space on the opposite sides being kind of held up.
Yep, that'll be it.
All right. Next up is them.
Can I just move two of them back into the room to give people room?
Yeah, say get out of here, and they kind of flee. That's fine.
Go on,
And
get.
then 1, 2, 3. What's their speed again? Let's see. 40. 1, 2,
40.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can both move into Johan's space, attack, and then shift back into the spots
All
they're in.
right,
But they'll
let's do
provoke
that.
opportunity attacks when they run back.
Bucket. Okay, I can't see what they can see, so I guess.
Well, you're in between them, so you can say, fight them.
Okay.
Do you want the one on the left or do you want the one on the right?
Okay, let's hit the guys that are to the west.
Okay.
Jay, great.
Let me roll my
Yeah.
attack. My attack. Sorry.
So it's just gonna be a D20 plus 4 to it. That'll work. And so it does 2d6 damage plus 2. They'll both will hit 2d6 plus 2. And
And then the strength damage. Oh my fuck, I'm sorry. Wait, did that work?
No.
D26 plus 2.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
And you rolled the 2.
Yeah, you rolled a 2 on a D26. Oh.
I'm so sorry. Okay, and then for the
He's dead from the damage. It's no worries.
Okay.
There
Got fish smacked.
Not in.
Okay, so I think that's their turn.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look up that Tasha's thing. I don't know why it's not in Roll20. That's super weird. Belroth, before you go, on initiative 1, the mirror, you see Sen, Jai, and Terry. You see a hand kind of pull up out of the mirror, and you see it kind of drag across the air, and it looks like Terry's magic kind of pulling from the fingertips, like a glow of green kind of snaps across the air. You see a portal manifest in the ceiling, and you see an ogre drop out and land. Looks familiar. Looks like one of the ones that was over by the thing. Then a second one, and then a third one kind of hits their
Oh.
shoulders and tumbles out next to them. And they kind of look to the group. One of them looks to Jai and goes, "It's been a while since I've been fallen."
Oh no.
So glad I took the dodge action.
Belroth, you're up. And they will roll initiative.
Okay. And then the rest of the Gray Order is in that room, right?
Yeah, they go immediately after you if they're commanded to, or they'll just functionally action whatever they feel is best.
Okay.
So I will basically just be role playing.
Okay. All right. Belroth will go for this one.
Mhm.
And his shadow will do the same thing. There's still one over here?
Yeah.
All right.
Hit and hit.
And then he will 5-foot step
Not a thing.
here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He will move here.
Yeah, doing so provokes an opportunity attack from the one you just hit.
Okay.
I didn't swing at the reflections, so I will use my attack here. Crit.
Cool.
16 points of damage.
All right.
Again, they're attacking recklessly, so they take advantage on their attack roll. So, all right, Belroth, you move into that position behind Johan. Johan will then act. He kind of looks at you and kind of spins around, bringing both the blades inwards towards the other guy. Scimitar. He has advantage because he's attacking a reckless target, and that will also hit. So 15, 20 damage. He bloodies him. Solid kind of stabs into his chest and kind of tears. It then goes to the berserkers. One of them handedly smashes your shadow. Finally, moves out. The one that was fighting, the one that just got bloodied by Johann, will attack and back away. He misses Johann. He backs away from Johann. Johann attacks. Scimitar, dagger. He hits with both of them because reckless. As the guy kind of like swings his weapon up and kind of like comes at Johann, Johann kind of catches the blade, kind of lets it fall away from him, and then as the guy kind of hits the ground, kind of turns around and runs, Johann spins the blades into ice pick grips and just brings them both into the guy's back. You hear kind of like a sound as he kind of hits the shoulder blades, and you see Johann kind of pull him back and says, no, no, no. Throws him to the ground. The other berserker fills in this gap. And despite his advantage, will miss Johann. All right. And then I have one against Belroth. And it's a miss. 21 AC is a very hard one to hit. All right. Aveline, looks like there's a bit of a space up ahead of you, in between you and Johann. Johann's still bloodied. And now you kind of come around that corner. You can see that Belroth is filled in on the Aveline's right, the map's left, and it looks like there are still more berserkers to the left or the right of the map.
What's Belroth's health at?
Belroth looks also bloodied, pretty messed up as well.
Okay, I think I can reach him from here.
Okay. Heroes.
Yep. Let me.
Okay, since Magpie looks like they're okay, I'll go ahead and throw it up there. +9
Oh,
hit
are you
points.
real?
It's not terribly great, but it's not. It's better than nothing. Okay.
I guess.
She will be pleasantly happy with more hit points. And that's your action. No bonus actions, no commands. So moving to, do you want to move it back at all? This guy's already, this guy already used his well, actually he has used his reaction. So you would have an opportunity attack if you moved away, but you'd have +2 to your AC because there's a corner.
I'm okay with being right there.
Okay. Only
Okay, Nemalia is gonna pop off her symbiotic entity.
Okay.
And get really buff, get some temp hit points,
super spores.
super spores, and going to move close.
Quick update, Magpie. You got healed for 9.
Where the fuck is
I already
Magpie?
added it.
Magpie, where'd you go? Where are you?
Belroth's around the corner.
I can't see him. He must be under a token. Okay, so I'm gonna swoop down to where I can see Belroth, and I'm going to give more healing.
Okay.
I had just told John I'm gonna get a spell to prevent all this damage and HP loss,
Hold it back.
and I didn't fucking do it.
Now available in Gathering Magic Mystical Archives, available on all DMs guilds everywhere. I hate being this shit. No one's watching this.
10, 17 back.
17 more. Belron. All right. Jai, you're up, and yeah, looks like a strange situation. Namali, you are a very cognizant individual. So I'd say that since you were focused on healing Belroth and getting the spores up, you kind of rush forward and do that. But at the end of that, all of that kind of functionality, you kind of do a glance over your shoulder to look back through the portal, and you see that there are ogres that weren't there before. So you are aware of that.
Okay, I still have some movement. I think I can make it at least to the stairs.
If you want to, you can. Yeah.
Okay, that's my
And-
turn.
Okay.
What? And what? And what?
I was gonna say, do you want to issue commands to these ones to go fight them? On
Yes,
their
go
turn, they'll do
fight. Wait, I came over here.
I'm gonna check something for conjure woodland beings because I'm actually curious. Okay, any verbal commands you issue. Yeah, that's gonna be the hard one. Okay. So these two will listen to you. The two on the other side can't hear you.
But if they can't hear me, they just fight and defend themselves.
They just defend themselves. Yeah.
They defend themselves. Yeah.
Are you telling anyone that you see ogres?
Oh, there's ogres.
Oh my god.
Chai, you're up.
How high is the ceiling in this
10
chamber?
feet.
Damn. It's not very helpful, is it? I'm gonna take the disengage action and
Get behind this whole soldiery thing over here.
damn straight. I'm gonna do that shit. Get back to here and bonus action bard can I give a inspiration to Copper?
No.
Okay. What about Sen?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna do it to Sen.
Instead of just going on initiative 1 because I was too lazy to roll an initiative for
It's
them.
fine.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, but I want them to have a bard inspiration die since Terry's magic is
All right.
working. Sorry.
Do I
bud.
need to? Does Copper have to actually hear me? Sorry, or do we have like that psychic bond going on?
You have to issue a verbal command to him. Yeah.
Okay.
Terry.
Okay.
Pull out my gun.
All right. Well, fuck. We got some of these guys. What do I see down through the port? I can only see down to just past Aveline.
Namalia is right on the other side with a couple of strange reflection fey creatures, and then beyond that is Aveline. Beyond that is Johan, the guy who was leading the Grey Order friends from
Okay.
Belmont's company.
Are the ogres able to fit through this portal?
Yeah, because the Shield Guardian was. They'll have to squeeze into the narrow space that Aveline's in, but they can definitely get through.
I will just take out my gun and shoot an ogre.
Okay.
Where's my gun? There it is.
Roll damage. So you already did 9 damage. All right, yeah, you shoot him. It's like trying to shoot the broadside of a barn. You nailed it. You see him kind of go as a little bit of blood goes out of the wound, and he's like, ugh. Everyone's kind of like loud sounds, but it's not. It's not close enough a space that it's deafening.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, and I'm just gonna jump through the portal.
Zoom.
So like, be like there. There's
Okay.
some fucking ogres over there.
Terry Dunn, you had said that you were going to send your reflections to fight them. Is that right? Caesar? Oh. Zoom is effing me. Okay, got it. Hold on a second here. Okay, apparently Magpie is now the Dungeon Master.
Huh?
Everybody got rotated in different spaces.
Wait, I'm in charge now?
No. I will never cede my power. Unless you want to run a game. Oh, damn it, already back.
No.
Everyone's
Sorry.
in different spaces and Magpie's
I'm
still
sorry,
in power.
John. Zoom shit itself.
Change
How is
places.
How is
So I'm in charge now.
So DM is now Magpie, and
The thumbnails have spoken.
okay, everybody's back in spaces. All right. So Zizo, the ones on the opposite side will not be able to follow your commands. They can't hear you, so they're not going to fight. They're going to defend
Fuck
themselves.
them. Fuck them.
The ones that are on your side will do whatever you want, but yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you move him back to where he was? I forgot where he was.
That's fine.
Okay, well then these guys
Okay.
will.
So just give me 2d20 rolls. Are you attacking the same one, the one that's close to the Shield Guardian?
Yeah, let's do that guy. And I made a little button
Ooh.
so that I wouldn't be confused.
Both hit. And I take 10 necrotic. And it's like 3 strength drain. Which means that ogre's strength is now a meager 16.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
why. I don't know why they're not in roll 20 and why that doesn't have a saving throw. Okay, they're done. It goes to the bottom of the initiative. The hand that was kind of inside of the mirror kind of drops down into it, and then the mirror kind of glows dark and then becomes like obsidian instead of like glass. The ogres will begin fighting. This one goes, "Hey, you," and just kind of chumps in towards this elf. Seems to be focused on her the most. Hits and obliterates like her, just smashes her, just crushes her with this large, massive great club in one shot. The other two will focus in on the reflections. First one on the reflection will hit, and it looks like it will be doing 19 points of damage to the first one, so that'll kill it. And this one here, whose strength has been reduced, will hit for 12 points of damage, which means that it has 4 hit points remaining. All right. Belroth, you're up.
All right. Is there a way to get like a message? I'm assuming that the other
Yeah, they're gonna fight.
reorder.
They're gonna fight.
They're gonna
this
fight
turn.
the ogres.
Yeah, this
Okay.
turn.
Okay. All right. So then he's gonna attack here, but he's also going to manifest his good buddy right there, and they're both gonna attack the ones respectively there.
Mm-hmm. So if your attack is first, that'll hit.
Yep.
And if its attack is second, then it also hits.
Yep.
All right. And if that's all you got, then we'll move on to Johan. Johan will attack the one that he has. And he has advantage on these attacks, so those will all hit. We're looking at 19 damage. Guy he's fighting is pretty well wounded. The soldiery are going to see what has happened to their scout. One of them kind of takes to the front and says, "To me, Darwin, you are here. I will lead." And he draws in, kind of focusing on him and trying to get his attention. He says, "You want me?" And kind of like is focused on trying to gain the attention of the ogre, while the other 3 kind of focus in on murdering him. All of them make attacks. They are wielding their swords two-handed. So this is a total of 8 longsword attacks. 6, 7, 8. Not the best. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24, 31, 41 damage. They bloody the shit out of it, though. With the attacks they do manage to get through. They're basically just a flurry of blows. Just trying to chop down that leg like it were a tree. The woman who's kind of blasted across the floor, real quick note, Jai is beyond safe. It's like an Attack on Titan death. It's like she is...
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
pieces.
I just want to make
I
sure.
Here.
assumed this is more liquid than person.
Yeah.
Did we skip Sen?
Oh, we did. Sen will move away from everything. this is a common practice, take out the cool crossbow and shoot it at the ogre that they were focusing on. That'll work, and that will actually drop it down. So as they're all kind of cutting into its legs and kind of hobbling it, kind of keeps the head right where Sen wants it. They fire the shot right into its mouth, and it kind of just dies. Belleroth is done. Berserkers are up. Cutting into my friendo's attack against Belleroth. 23 will hit for 15 slashing damage. Against Johann, 21 will hit for 15 slashing damage. He is real fucked up. And the other one will attack the shadow and will kill it. He kind of yells back over his shoulder, "What the fuck is this thing?" Abilene,
Belroth literally just laughs.
Abilene, you're in melee range with this guy here. He's fucked up too. And if you wanted to, you could step into spaces. Oh. Oh. They're shadows. But they have the Fey trait. Okay. Duh. It's not bootleg. It's...
Well, no, that PDF.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
They're shadows, but they have the Fey trait. That's all a reflection is. That changes a lot of stuff.
Does it?
Yeah.
In what way?
Because shadows are incorporeal. So if reflections are also incorporeal, which wasn't mentioned in the statement.
The stat
here.
block?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. No, they're not. Huh, interesting.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, they're the same.
Okay.
I put a shadow on the block, and I will give you control of it.
Nice.
Let's see. You are Zizo. Should be on the top of the journal.
I see him.
All right. Sorry, Abilene, to interrupt your turn there. Thank you for getting me that information, by the way. That was really helpful.
No problem.
What are you doing, Abilene? You got your sun sword out. Could just hack him, or you could shoot him, or you could however you want to roll.
Where is Belroth?
Belroth is right to the side there on the left of the map. Yeah, literally right there.
Oh. I can't see. Oh, is it because the token is covering him?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna help you out here.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but I was like,
Oh God,
Hold on.
where am I?
You're wherever I want you.
Ah!
You are but a pawn. You see him now?
Namalia and Terrier on this side now, right?
Yes, you can see them behind you.
Okay. I kind of want to go back through the portal so that I can help with the ogres and have Copper help with that.
3, 4, 5. So 25 feet to get to there.
Okay.
And then you can issue a command. Smash.
I'm going to tell, Copper, smash the ogres.
And you still have your action. So if you wanted to use that before you left the other side, you could have, or you could use it here.
That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and shoot them.
Okay. Firing from a covered position behind Copper. 17 hits. Which one are you targeting? The one on the far side or the one closest?
Closest.
Damage me. Solid shot. And then you issue the command. Go ahead and throw me 2 attacks with Copper, please.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to bring him up.
Select the token, hold shift, double click Copper's token. It'll bring up the character sheet. Hotkey, super important.
All right. Yeah.
And then should be 2 slam attacks. You gotta click the slam attacks or the fist attack.
I always do that.
It's okay.
Okay, and then hit fist
Hit.
again.
And then one more time. 7 for the first one. Oh no, you gotta click the character sheet fist again. I need another attack
Oh,
roll.
I see, because it has to like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is. I'll take the damage that you already rolled, so it'll be 8.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
All right. Yeah, I know, higher number. All right, Aveline done. Namalia, you're up.
Okay, I don't know, technology just hates me. Roll 20 did a thing. So, but anyway, so I oh my god, excuse me. Namalia will pop through the door, the doorway, and land right all up on Aveline and be like, whoop, sorry. And tell her little dudes to attack, and then we'll bounce back and use
Hold on.
a.
Sorry.
Is that? Am I allowed to do that?
You bounced twice in the same turn. Hold on a second.
Am I? Oh.
There's an effect. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, ass. Okay. Let me open. I'm sorry. Anytime I use summons, it just ruins everything. Okay, Constitution saving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have this moment of nausea that kind of like enters your gut as you kind of move through. It's kind of like imagine like a roller coaster, the kind of roller coasters that kind of like go one way, stop, and then very quickly go back the other way, like that kind of like gut wrench. You know what I'm talking about? That's the feeling that you get. You passed your saving throw, so you do not spend the rest of your turn vomiting on Terry.
Cool.
Oh.
Either way would have been a win.
I was hoping for the low roll. That would have been hilarious.
So we are going to use our bonus to heal
Johann's
Oh.
visible.
Johann.
Okay.
How? Yeah, because I can't see Balroth.
Yeah, he's really
Oh
bloody.
no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry.
You mean healing word? I understand.
I almost did it again.
So plus 11. Plus 2 more because of the sickle.
And I have an action.
He looks a lot healthier, but still bleeding.
I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Try.
Wait, was that for Johan or Bella?
Johann.
Johann, I'm sorry.
Okay, good, good,
Balroth.
good. No, that's good. That's what I thought. That's better.
She can't see you.
Okay.
By the way, John, I can't control the shadow.
Cast Fairy Fire
oh.
on the 2 ogres there. Oh, sorry.
Two ogres. Yeah, they fail. They're glowing. What color?
I imagine it's more of like a sky blue kind of this time.
Okay.
Just a very light, almost faint whitish blue.
Yeah, and I don't restrict you to the 3 colors that they mentioned there, so
Of course.
I think
You
very,
could never.
yeah, I think it would be like the full prism, so I don't understand why it wouldn't be. They're blue as hell. Baby
sick.
blue, sky blue, love it. I love that. for
That's
them.
gonna be the whole thing.
Okay,
Cool
try is done. Terry, you're up.
All right. There are no more, like this guy down here. He's not fighting anybody.
He's your friend. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still fighting. There's people on his side.
Oh.
Yeah, they're still fighting in that tunnel there. Sounds like there's at least 2, maybe 3 other fighting
Okay.
baddies.
Well, Terry's no good up close, so I will. Can I pop back out of the portal here?
Yep. And then you'll kind of bounce into Aveline, kind of past her.
Oh man. I guess I'll take a shot at the ogre.
You have advantage. He's glowing bright sky blue.
Nice.
Hit. kind of clip him in the kneecap. You kind of watch it kind of bursts and he kind of drops down. Ah! It's kind of bleeding out of his leg. All right. It goes to the reflections, who will move in. They were just told to attack, so they're just going to do so at the most opportune function. So go ahead and make 3 attacks, 2 against one, and third one against the last.
Do these have
Advantage for fair fire,
advantage?
yeah.
Nice.
So those will all hit. The first one will die, and the second one will be the one that gets hit with the last attack, so minus 10 on the damage, and his strength is reduced by 2. Okay, it goes to him. He's confused. He kind of bellows out in a rage. He's going to use this once per. He's going to attack twice. I hit this reflection here and obliterate it. And I hit this reflection here and I obliterate it. 19 and 20 damage. So, okay, he's done. And he's kind of like, enervated a bit. He got a bit of his life force sucked from him. But yeah, it goes down to Sen, who will slide underneath the shield guardian and the corpse of the ogre. Sen will take bonus action to take the hide action. It's good enough. Oh, whoops. Picked up the wrong one. As Sen is kind of sliding behind everything, sliding behind the ogre, you see them kind of like spin, kind of turn, kind of pull back on the crossbow and kind of land against the wall with their feet, kind of sliding into position and take the shot from the other side of the ogre. So they will have advantage on the attack. And sneak attack damage, if it hits. 16 will hit, and sneak. Shoots it right in the back of the neck, drops it to the ground in one shot. All right. Belra.
All right. So he is going to summon this thing again, but then just to fuck with people, because now he's in a mood.
Yeah.
He's gonna swap places.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I can figure this out. All right, here we go. He's gonna swap places and be like, "What's up, bitch?" And then they're gonna attack.
So I assume the dragon shadow appears and like the shadow kind of reaches to like show,
Yes.
and then as that's happening, you can actually see the shadow consuming Belroth on the other side as it kind of like locks into position.
And then they both attack.
As you swing and actually cut into these folks pretty hard. First attack is against the one that you're fighting, and then the other one's the shadow, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay. Your guy's not too bad off. The guy who is over in the corner, your shadow puts him down. As you do that, Johan kind of is looking in that direction, kind of like, and then kind of looks back over his shoulder and says, "I haven't told you that's fucking awesome, have I?" Spins around and kind of like jumps onto the back of this guy here, bringing his weapons into him. Yeah, he has advantage because of reckless. You watch him kind of jump up onto the guy. You see his knees kind of like catch on the high portion of his thighs and drop him down. And as he's doing so, he's putting the blades into the guy's chest, pulls the scimitar out, brings it to his throat, and just drags it really hard. The guy kind of just crumples underneath him, and Johan kind of like stands on top of him, leading to him being right behind the guy you're fighting. Perfect. Belroth, after that, the soldiers kind of look at the situation. One of them looks to the dead scout and sees that that's beyond saving. One of them rushes over to you, Lot, and says, "Good fighting. Anybody need any assistance with anything?" It's the same guy who looked like he took the leadership role when the fight began. Obviously not, but moving on. Adeline, you're up. Fight out here looks like it's concluded.
All right, we're gonna go hop on through that portal again.
Okay.
All right, how far can I go up? Like right here?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One more.
One more?
Guy
All
in the
right.
middle.
Yep. Let's see.
Firebolt.
Yep.
Pew, pew. Hit. Damage. All right. Yeah, he's pretty messed up. He just got beneath bloodied. And Namalia.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to, you can pop into Aveline's face, then pop out and use a ranged cantrip if you have one.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna want to heal Belroth. No.
You can do that as well.
Yeah. I don't.
Well, you
I
can
don't
actually
want
you can actually do both if you use
I can
healing
do-
word and then cantrip. Yeah.
both. Yes. Okay. So there's only one dude left, right?
Yes, and if you kill him with a cantrip, then you may not even have to use the healing word. You can just cure wounds, spell raw.
I don't have cure wounds.
Oh well, then
Here.
you'll have
Let me. What was it? Let's.
Poor man is probably shitting his pants right now.
yeah, that'll work. Yeah, he's pretty well wounded. It's not enough to kill him though.
All right. So this is my last
Healing word. Or second one.
third
level.
level.
Third level. Okay. As you're throwing that up, Jai, go ahead.
Has anyone here taken damage?
Just the lady who is a stain on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's really not much for me to do here. Just gonna take the dodge
How much
action
is
and
it?
see what happens. Spread it around.
15. Or sorry, 12. 12 back for you,
Oh.
Bum. Okay, dodge out. Hanging back. Terry.
All right. Who's left up in here?
Nobody.
Nobody.
And it doesn't look
Oh, we
like there's
know-
anything going on the other side, really.
Okay, I'm gonna.
No one's left. No one's hurt.
It's just one guy, and he's already flanked,
One.
and there's no way you can get in to shoot him.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna I guess I'll just take the dodge action. Just chill here.
They weren't issued a command, they're just going to hang back. Belroth.
Alright, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe.
Hit.
Okay,
Hit.
alright.
Yep, and then, yeah, I mean, you definitely kill him, but for dramatic effect,
Oh, thank you.
Yes! They just like tag team him.
as you kind of bring your blade up, like the shadow's still kind of withering from it as you just appeared, you kind of just bring the blade into the side of his neck. It kind of lodges in the flesh. Then you spin the blade up and kind of cut to the other side of the neck. You're watching as his arm is being cut off by one scimitar blow, the other arm is being cut off by the other scimitar blow, and he's being stabbed in the heart by the dagger, and his head is being lopped off by your two clean cuts. And you see Johan kind of like duck beneath your swinging blade, and then kind of drop, and this armless, headless corpse just falls to the ground. You and Johan kind of like flick your blades, like clean the blood.
Yes! This is what
Right.
happens when he's around his frat brothers, apparently.
Bullshit. Bullshit ensues.
Cool shit.
Fucking rad. So as you murder that guy, it kind of drops out of combat. Everyone's still kind of on edge and defensive. Terry, you're kind of looking over at that mirror that's kind of now beneath Ogre Blood, and it looks like the mirror shape or the mirror reflection has been turned into like black obsidian.
Guys, so while you were all down there, and I'm like sort of like gesturing towards it with my gun. You were all like in there. There was a hand that came out of that mirror. What the fuck is up with that?
My bad.
What?
I thought turning it around would be enough.
But
Should be
nothing
okay now though.
nothing got out of it.
Well, I mean, it called the ogres.
No, they just walked through. If there's no more ogres, then we shouldn't have to worry about anything else.
They didn't come from the mirror. They came from a portal.
Oh,
A
You would have
portal?
you would have recognized the spell, Terry. Like a little bit of arcane knowledge is there. You would know that the spell is an arcane portal.
Ah, there was a hand that came out and he made a portal and dropped some ogres.
So we're all back in the room now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the gate's still kind of wide open. For some reason, it didn't, and it doesn't disappear after a minute's time. It looks like whatever is holding this gate open seems to be doing it for longer than you've seen these gates normally held open.
Okay.
Because remember, if you say the command word, it's supposed to open. You didn't think you could say the command word and close it. In fact, I believe you tried that back at Sifrit's Pass, and it didn't
Yeah.
work. For some reason, it works here. The rules are different.
side note, I'm gonna turn the mirror face down on the ground and then put like a heavy like object on top.
You actually recognize the obsidian is obsidian. Like, as you kind of try to move it and kind of flip it over, it hits and it kind of cracks. You can see it actually break.
Oh, well, that's that then.
Even better results.
Namalia will chip off a little bit of the obsidian and put it in her pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Never
good
know
stuff.
when that'll come in handy. So I guess we press on.
Okay.
I'm afraid I won't be much help at this point.
It's
We can
okay,
always throw you
Terry.
at someone, Terry.
All we need from you, Terry, is your courage and your loyalty.
Maybe Sen can teach me how to use knives and stuff.
Sen kind of looks at you like, no, probably not.
That was a good Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I did my best.
Well, I've got a magic gun.
Yes. Yes, you do, Terry.
And don't forget, I can take it away too.
Oh my god. Did Emily just become your patron?
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Carrie's my bitch.
Unfortunately, no. But yeah, that, I mean, but there are construct patrons. Anyway, that said, yeah, you want to pursue further. Looks like it's pretty close to end time, and there'd be a lot of map shifting, which would take about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that the soldiers, it looks like they are willing to continue on. One of them, kind of the younger of the soldiers, kind of moves over to the body of the fallen scout, pulls off his own cloak and uses her own cloak to kind of wrap the body and kind of secures it. You see Johan kind of look down to him and says, yeah, that's all right. Go ahead and get her back to camp. Make sure she gets back home safe. Nods his head and looks over to you, Belroth. I hope that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
The soldier nods his head and says, I think I remember the way back. And he and the corpse head on that way. So you're now down to 3 soldiers and Johan. Johan's pretty well wounded. He's still bloodied, but still more than capable of fighting. He looks like he's functional. And I think everybody else is about where we're going to be. So, all right, go ahead and end the session there, and we'll pick back up as you traverse into the Sanctuary of Insanguination. Thank you those for watching, and we will pick up next week, same time. See you then.